Fidget nerd.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fidget Nerd channel. I am Zachery.the.Butcher, and I have with me here today, I've got the one and only Samuel Rosko from TwoEDC, the legendary TwoEDC. We are going to hang out, and we are going to be doing a mix of stuff, but we are going to be opening his Mokume triangle that I think I bought back in June, July? It's amazing how long sometimes you wait for these things and you just learn to forget about it. Well, I have. Some people go through some struggles of waiting. Anyway, yeah. Sam and I we're chatting about a lot of things. Sam, you're a cool guy to talk to because you have a lot of good ideas, and you've been around for a long time in this, a lot longer than I have, for sure.
Early 2017 is when I got into it.
The beginning.
Just before the peak, the spinner peak, 2017. Yeah, a lot of fun. Still just as passionate now as I was when it started. So.
And isn't that funny? Like, I have never had a hobby ever in my life, and I've been through a lot of hobbies being the kind of ADHD type.
Did you just call Sam old?
Sorry? Oh, she's here already.
Did you just call Sam old? You were like, he's been here around a long time, longer
The
than me.
spinner world.
That's rude.
Hey, I'm pushing 40, okay? I don't know about Sam here, but
Fair. Sam,
Yeah,
you didn't
same.
mean that. You look beautiful for your age.
so does Sam.
You're beautiful, Sam. You're a young chicken.
What we love,
a chicken pup. A chup.
What?
Sam. Damn liberals.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, honey. What year were you born in, Sam?
86.
You're a year younger than me. Year younger than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Kind of like the same aged. Damn, Zach, you are a youngster. Pam, okay. Cool. Great. I'll take it. I'm young. Excellent. Hey, Pam. Hey, I'm just a
Feel young.
Fidget. Just Fidget. You're what was your name again? You're Matthew. Matthew, right? Matthew is I'm just a Fidget, I think. And then, yes, wife was spamming. Excellent. Ethan, are you still here? Ethan hasn't been here in a long time. Super E is Ethan. Jay Dizzy, what up, Pippin?
Cornelius.
Cool stuff. And hey, Kieran. Hey, Chris. Perfect. Good.
Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey. Everyone can hear Sam just fine?
Hey, Ethan.
All that stuff? Good? Okay. You guys let me know, as usual, if, I am messing things up. Hey, Ali. Ali Ababwa. Prince Ali Ababwa is here. AAO. Excellent. Okay. How dare you call my alpha podcast? Okay, baby. Perfect. All right. So what were we talking about before? Speed holes? Stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
I guess I had shown you this.
Yeah. So he was showing me right before the
There's a
stream
test piece
started, and we
from
might as
the-
well continue our conversation here, but it's a test piece, you said?
Yeah, a test piece from the Mokume triangles that we just finished up.
Ah,
And it's the only brass one that doesn't have holes.
no holes.
And I've been carrying it this week. It just has great gyro, feels really good in hand. I feel like I don't have many brass spinners, if any now, besides this one. And I feel like it's just a really underrated material. Yeah,
Do you find
really
that
cool. But with TI buttons here,
brass sings?
depends on the spinner.
I found that with my
Yes.
brass comrade and my brass where is it? This guy, the chubby phantom. I found that these ones, like, for some reason, it just brass sings for some reason when it's spinning really fast. It's very hard to capture on camera and stuff.
My brass torque bar, that's saying.
Yeah, this is high pitched sort of thing going on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zero fewed compasses, the try and the bar, those in brass, they sing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that about it.
Really generous cutouts though, so that they're really resonant.
Hey, Cal, first time to stream. I'm never home usually this time, but sick today. Oh, sorry about that. But win, hey? Sick for the win. Hey, Brian Mercado. Brian Mercado makes the cool
Brian.
trays.
What's up, Brian?
There we go. See a friend. Perfect. Hey, Jeremy. Awesome. All right, so we might as well get some fidgets of the week out. I have a very eclectic sort of thing this week. I kept it to 4 though. So what I want to talk about was, of course, the Lottie Noise C Nano with this scepter thing. This thing has been really, really blowing my mind. I just keep grabbing it. It's zen as fuck, if that's a bumper sticker, which it is, right? So, this makes me think of the bumper sticker zen as fuck, because I just grab this and I'm sitting there just, it's so quiet, so soothing, and it puts me in a trance. So I cannot really recommend this enough right now, like this kind of style, right? And I feel like Lottie has made the Noise C Nano to not really work in your fingers. They kind of advertise it as something that's like, oh yeah, you can you'll use it as just a hand spinner. But I think it's very much made for their scepter. So if you wanted to get something like this, I think you should get it with the scepter attached. But this thing is great. I am very happy that I was able to kind of recognize that I wanted to like this and did like it and got it. And it's just, I don't know. So yeah, this is and it's so easy to get. You can go to G1 or the Lottie website and just order like a kit where you get the scepter and the spinner and the little bottom thing. I should have mentioned that this thing it's not going to unscrew, is it? But that little bottom part right there, that's an extra piece that you have to get. And to me, it's absolutely essential because it then completes the length in your hand and it makes it actually able to, hold it comfortably and stuff. Otherwise, it's kind of a little short. So I would just get the full kit that comes with this and that. I was going to put the lanyard, because this allows you to put a lanyard and a bead on. And then I realized that I was having too much fun taking it and then putting it down on the desk and just letting it sit there and spin. And holy Lord, have I been surprised by spin times. I think this morning I took it and I spun it, and then I went and grabbed the garbage and went and put the garbage out, and then got distracted by something on the stairs, and then came back, forgot that I'd had their spinning, and then walked by and caught it in the corner of my eye and was like, oh my God, it's still spinning. It was like, who knows how long it had been. But anyway, I decided I don't want to have it because I don't want this flopping down all the time when I do that and like hitting the edge and stuff. So I'm keeping it like that. Also,
yeah, Lottie makes some really aerodynamic designs.
They really do. And I don't know if anyone else here is a Star Trek fan or like a sci-fi fan or anything like that, but I am. I grew up on taped episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation that my grandmother would bring home for me because I didn't have cable as a child. Mom's decision. Homeschool kid out in the country. You're not going to have cable or this kind of thing. Just go out and play with the chickens sort of lifestyle, right? So my grandmother would come and visit us, and she would have taped on VHS these episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. So she got me all started on that. So Lottie really lends to that because they do have this very space age sci-fi. They call it like a mecha sort of style. And as soon as I started getting into it and noticing that, I'm really into it. And it's really hitting that for me. So I love that about their design cues and styles very much.
Yeah, I had a rock at one point. It was a Zerk rock. And I think it was probably like 40 or 50 grams, very light, but it was so aerodynamic.
Yes, the rock. I know exactly.
It would spin for like 7 minutes.
You know who has a rock is Tim Blimbus or Mitchell. And I actually sold him some.
They're kind of hard to find.
I just saw one. You could go order one on the G1 website. I'm pretty sure they're still available.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rock 2.0 at least.
Never been to the G1 website.
Well, they had.
Maybe I should go check it out.
I haven't been there much lately either, but it's like, man, you don't hardly have to spend any money just to get free shipping. And I don't know, it's like, it's good stuff, right? And, Lottie's quality is it's like, yeah, sure, it's made in China, but it's made well, China can make anything you want, and they can make anything amazingly or anything exactly as cheap as you want it to be made, right? So that's the whole thing. But yeah, no, really into it. Really like it. And speaking of design
Hey,
cues,
Victor. What's up?
who?
Victor.
Victor. Oh, Victor's here. Hola, hola, Victor. He always comes on and says hola. So I can't stop grabbing the nectar. It might seem like it's like, oh, Samuel's here, and I'm like plugging it because like he's here and stuff, but I swear to God, it's not. I literally keep grabbing this because it's just, it has, what would be how would you call this, Samuel? It has a tight tolerance on its gyro. Really? Would you say it is kind of tight tolerance on it? Like
it depends on the bearing.
It does,
to be
but
honest.
I find that bearings tend to be a little quieter in this setup that I have going here. And I will grab it a lot because a lot of my other spinners are kind of a little noisier and stuff. And if I want to go and like lay down in bed and watch a show and like, you know, your partner's there or something like that, they don't really want to hear this like, you know, this like bearing, you know, just like ripping kind of thing. So this has been one that just like is a total go-to, so ergonomic. I had it with me all yesterday when I had to drive to another town to go try to buy a car, and it was just it's perfect. I grab it more than I ever thought I would. So remember,
the lack of holes probably helps. You know, dampen that resonance that you would get.
Yeah, and you were mentioning before that holes are used to fixture things, usually in machining, right?
Yeah, like I believe, like the cocoons and stuff, those were used for fixturing.
Right, the pose blade cocoons.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Nick is just such a master machinist that he can just fixture, because you said you have this triangle there that has no holes. He just figures it out. You know? It amazes me the like what Nick has been able to just be like, okay, what's your design? Done. Got it. I'll figure it out. Right. Like
seeing the process with Michael Morris and, you know, everything that goes into making a spinner or any machine good really lets you appreciate how good these guys are, you know, in our community.
Yeah. No, legends, absolute legends. Samuel, will you be making brass triangles?
I want to after this. This was kind of a surprise.
Mm.
Nick was like, I did a test piece in brass, you know, because you don't want to do a test piece with the Mokume. And he just sent it along, and I've been loving it. It just has a great texture, great weight. So I would expect to do more of those for sure.
Excellent. And that actually segues,
especially with the TI buttons, because you get a little bit more feedback with the TI buttons.
The tie buttons, you're saying?
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Nothing like mixing materials with buttons. I love it. As case in point.
Hey, Catherine.
Here. And that segues into, because Pam's asking, and you were mentioning before, can we direct people who don't go on Facebook how to enter susses still?
Susses or like pre-orders?
Pre-orders, susses, whatever, right? Like if you had a Google Forms up, right? Like how to just get that link to someone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now you can email me, TwoEDC@gmail.com.
Can I just put that into the chat?
If you want. For sure.
TwoEDC@gmail.com. I'll pop it right there.
And you can always message me and see if I have anything, you know, from previous runs, or I usually hold back one or two while everybody gets, you know, what they ordered.
Excellent.
And then I'll hang on to it for a little bit and then maybe sell it.
Excellent. Perfect. So there you go. There you go, Pam. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And yeah, now you have access. You got the email access. This is great. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, that's a bit another one. Having the nectar, not getting rid of the nectar. And that being said, if you go to the Facebook, group right now for 2EDC, the link is down in the description. Or if you use that email, there is a pre-order right now for Nectar Pluses in Mokume and Zerk. Regular Nectars and Nectar Pluses?
Yes.
In Mokume
Nectar and Nectar Pluses.
And Zerk. That's huge. That is huge.
Yep. And we're also offering the dished buttons this time around. So if you
I saw that.
Want the step, you can choose the step. If you want the dished, you can use the dish.
So you're basically saying that you can't mix match buttons materials, right? You're saying you have to pick.
Yeah, just you pick either dished. This is the dished button here. It's a generous dish, about 3.5 or 3 millimeters deep.
But you couldn't go and say, I want to have a Mokume spinner with Zerk dished buttons or something like that. You got to have it.
Not on the form, but if you message me and you want to, do that, it'd probably be okay. But yeah, I'm not going to offer that on the form.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's huge. Zerk and Mokume.
It gets confusing.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, you got to keep your life simple, right?
We're offering different finishes and stuff. We have a cool machine line pattern that I believe Nick was the first one to do it on spinners, but it's the Côte de Genève style machine line.
Côte de Genève.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh
yes.
God.
I
think I would say. I think I would say that it's kind of similar to what Nick has done on the W.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that is by far like my favorite machine finish on a spinner. So these lines, like I could actually.
The last run we did of the nectars, stainless steel and copper, he did those machine lines.
Yeah.
And people really like those.
It's absolutely to die for. And if I can point out the precision of Nick here for a second. So it's kind of really hard to see, but what I look at when I see this, I go, look at this. Look at how this tiny little bit of this line, like that's the start. See if I can get on the camera. That's the start of the next run of this like pass of the blade. That little teeny nick right there is the same dimension as that little one right there. That's how precise he is. And that's the kind of detail that he is paying attention to. And that's the kind of stuff that I see when I'm playing with this spinner and I go, holy shit, this is lined up stuff. Like he's thinking. He is absolutely a master machinist.
Extremely dialed in.
Extremely dialed in. Extremely dialed in.
Yes.
We cannot fluff up Nick McKenty's feathers enough at all. So if I can move on.
I got the big nest. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, Pam L.
I was just telling Zachary before we went live about that.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's the same Pam that you're thinking of. He was talking about letting people know about his email, and then I was talking about Pam and how she needs emails, and then he was like, I think I remember Pam. I think that I got a big nest to her. So there we go. Perfect. Love my big nest. So if we keep going, of course, this was another one of the fidgets of my week was the slim pillar. Right now, I just have some LIC EDC Mame 2.0 buttons on it, which are absolutely wonderful. This is quite a good spinner for different kind of buttons. It's been amazing. The machine finish is absolutely banging. What am I trying to say? That's you, Samuel. Osman Salmanoff, the creator, owner of the TwoEDC Group. I mean, okay. Clean EDC, your TwoEDC. He is being very smart, I think, because he's not giving anyone a date, and it's good. He's just waiting until he has them in hand, and he's able to say, here we go. Let's start shipping them out. So people want to know, everyone's asking, and he's saying, soon, guys, I promise, soon, I will let you know. But it's very smart that he's not telling everyone, oh, it's going to be this time, so he doesn't break any promises. So I think that's really, really smart of him, and I think you should keep that up for sure. But this is one, I can't keep this one. I'm pretty pissed off about that, if I'm being honest. I have to send it back to him. This is the second spinner he sent me where I've gotten pretty pissed off, where I have to send it back because he sent me the SP1 in tungsten. That thing, I think about it probably every other day, and wish that I could still have it back. But oh well, here we go. He just loves teasing me, So here we go. But get in on this. So get to the clean EDC.
Definitely my favorite pillar design.
Oh no, absolutely. It's the same and so simple and new. It's as if it's like if the old pillar was the old Volkswagen Bug, and then they just made the new Volkswagen Bug. It's like it looks the same. but it's different. And it's like, it's that kind of thing, right? It was just a great redesign in that sense. So I have been messing with
Those
this.
buttons are perfect on it.
They are. They really are, man. Like,
I love how they curve on the underside.
Oh, I know.
So you can get your finger
Jamie
in there
just
for a flick.
nailed the design with that. And of course, I believe Nick machined these ones as well. And it's just perfect now. Like how that matches up. All the curves and the lines match up with the curves and the lines of the Goldie. The Goldie edamame one that he made. And it's just, yeah. No, it's really peaked there. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, but try not to have too much fun. It's not mine, so I'm keeping it, a lot of time of its special little case here. But I am looking forward to later in the stream because we are going to be opening the Mokume Tea-Time buttons that I was able to snag from Jamie, and I can't wait to put those on there because Jamie was teasing all these photos about him putting those on that one when he had it and all that stuff. And yeah, so that has been a third one of my fidgets of the week.
Jay Dizzy, thank you.
Jay Dizzy, what's he saying?
And have an EW planned? Yes.
Oh, yes.
I have some tungsten in the works at the moment.
Perfect.
Quite a bit. I think it'll satisfy the demand as far as, what the polls vote on Facebook.
Yeah. Because you put that one out asking if you were like, I think you were mentioning, it was people, you were getting all these PMs about the OGW triangle. And you were like, so people are really asking me about this Mokume triangle. And I think I have to do something about it. And then you were like, put up a poll. You're like, so if we did a pre-order, and then it was like, sure enough, you're like, holy shit. Okay. Yes. Got it. People want it. We got to do it. Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So OG triangles, we're going to have those in tungsten, hopefully in the next couple months, but you never know. It takes a long time to produce tungsten, so
yes,
we'll see.
It sure does.
Hopefully
it sure does.
Later.
Yeah, you've been kind of like, if I can say so myself, you've been kind of like, what do you call it? Like spin maxing lately, with your spinners.
What do you mean?
Well, people, they say that like, oh, I'm protein maxing right now, or like, this kind of stuff. You've been sort of spin maxing. If I can put it lightly, because you hit so hard with the big triangle and then so hard with the Nectar and the Nectar Plus and stuff like that. It's it's good. Can't wait to see where else this goes.
I just want to make sure that they're out there in all the materials possible.
Yes. No, the Zerk is needed. Oh. Yeah. And then last but not least, if I can drag this on this week a little bit more, because I have to, because my new titanium wrap light, specifically with these new inserts by Timo Thy. His link is in the description of the video, or it should be, and you can PM him and you can order these for your any wrapped light that you have. And I highly, highly, highly recommend them. They're very, very cool. I will take a moment though to sort of explain the mistake that I made in the last video where I opened it up and I kind of messed up what was going on with it. So what he tried to do, he tried to be very clear and he tried to ship them to me all like this, in this orientation, and show me that that's how it goes together, Zach. You're supposed to take it and you're supposed to put it down on the plate and then you're supposed to put it back like this. And I went and was listening to Liam and I'll talk about a story, and I put it down the wrong way, and it still sort of works if you put it like this, but it doesn't really quite link up then in there as well because of this little lip here. You're supposed to have this part go into that. So I didn't want any confusion on that. I didn't want people to start following how I was doing it in that sense. So if you do have some of these, or if you're planning on getting them, make sure that you pay attention just to that little detail about how they go together. That also being said, there are actually two different kinds that he sent me that I forgot to talk about. So this kind is actually orientated differently than the kind that is in here. So this might be a little bit, you guys will get it when I show you. I tried to prepare things a little bit better this time. So this one, I have it set up in hybrid. The other cool thing is that he has these rings that you can put into any of these spots, and putting a ring in then makes it a space for a medium magnet. So you only need 2, and you can make every configuration that you want for the Rapt, right? It's very innovative that way. But the ones that I have in here, these have the same magnet spacing as a 3-click, regular 3-click Rapt insert, right? But he also noticed, he was very good to notice that the 3-click Rapt inserts, they do not have the exact same magnet spacing. If you can see that, if you try to line that up, this magnet spacing here, it's slightly more out like that. So that's why he's included this one as well, because this one matches up to the 3-click spacing. So what does that mean? To me, that means that it's not equidistant spacing. You don't actually have the same spacing horizontally as you do vertically from spot to spot. So what it means is that your Rapt, when it moves to the side, it's going to be further out, and you're not going to be able to do. It's going to go further out like that, and you're not going to be able to do moves like this, where you go down like that. It's going to keep skipping. So personally, I don't like the one that's not equidistant. I think we should, kind of do away with that. Or if you like it, you can, because this one you can make into a 2-click or a 3-click, right? You can just put magnet in there and do that in the middle part there, or you can put one there, one there, one there, one there, and you can make a 3-click. But the problem with that is that you're ending up getting these like 3-clicks where it's not equidistant. It's equidistant spacing, and then doesn't quite work as well. So sorry to ramble. I had to mention that because kind of messed that up in the last one there. So let's put this back together, and that's kind of my fidgets of the week. What were you playing with this week, Samuel?
Also, the Rapt.
You were also playing with it.
Titanium with aluminum inserts.
And you hadn't seen this yet.
Another one with brass.
Oh, you got the brass one. See, I couldn't do it, man. I didn't want it to be any heavier than it was with stainless steel, because it was up around 70 grams with stainless steel. And I was like, man.
I prefer the lighter one.
Yeah.
But the brass is actually really nice. I didn't spend enough time with it, but I'm going to keep it. I really like it a lot.
Nice.
But definitely, nice. If I had to pick one, it'd be the aluminum inserts. I just love this design so much. It
is great, isn't it?
I think the stamped plate is incredible. It's so smooth.
It is so smooth. It's like nothing I've ever felt. I've never felt it before. It's unbelievable. The haptics, would you agree with me that the haptics and the slide function of the Rapt light plates are even better than the Rapt V2 in its own way in certain ways? Like it has elements that you cannot get in a V2 slide experience, Rapt V2.
For me, that's true.
Yeah.
100%. I don't mind hot spots. I never thought this felt sharp in any way. But for some people, they don't like it, or they don't like the plates. I guess maybe they're sharp or something, but I've never had any problem with it. I like the way it feels in my hand, and
you like that. You like that grittiness, that it's harder.
Yeah,
right?
it's amazing.
Yeah. For me, it kind of depends.
It just feels good.
It kind of depends how hard I've been working at work, because I work with my hands every day. So if I'm having a hard work day and then I come back and I put Rapt light without any of those inserts and stuff, I'm kind of like, oh, ow, I just want an easy, I want an easy day now, an easy experience. This is hard now.
I guess it depends on how much you use them too, I probably use it 30 minutes or an hour in a day, depending on what I'm doing. Yeah. But some people will use it all day at work,
Yeah,
for 8
absolutely.
hours straight or however long. And
for me,
I could see how that could start to wear on you.
For me, mine was every single day for every dog walk, because I'll come home every day and my dog immediately wants to go for like the 5-minute walk down to the beach down the road. And then she wants to go sit at the beach and eat as many sticks as she can until she gets bored. I don't know what the fuck it is. She wants to literally eat sticks. And I'm like, you know what? Fine, whatever. If that makes you happy, I'll sit down here and, do my like, phone business and like, catch up on emails. You eat sticks and I'll sit here. And I always had my Rapt Light, this new titanium one. It was like every single day. Brought it down. Love it.
So good. So good.
Arnie Horta, that's a good point. He says they're a little
older.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying Arnie Horta kind of made a good point there in chat. The Rapt Light plates are thicker, he finds. So the magnet strength is toned down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. Yeah.
I was using the stainless steel Rapt Light alongside the WCU, Jeremy's WCU.
Yeah.
When we had a meetup
a
little while ago. And the weight was comparable. In the field, it wasn't too different because his plates were very broken in.
Yes.
As you would know.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty amazing how much the Rapt Light stimulates and, satisfies like the very expensive ones.
No, I like to say that it has all of the function and the haptics that you come to Modusworks for, and just less of the aesthetic appeal, right? That less of that customized, oh my God, gorgeous piece of jewelry that's in my pocket sort of thing, right?
I love the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I will say that. I love it. But, I like Sabinzas. I like plain, lines, nothing too fancy, minimalist.
Yes.
Lines. And for me, that's got an industrial look that is just so hard to replicate, in my opinion.
You would love Scandinavia. You probably love like going to IKEA.
I'm gonna be going there in like a very short time.
Oh, nice.
I'll post some pictures.
No, it's a good place. It's a good place. I would recommend.
Yeah, I got a trip planned. I'm going.
Perfect. Excellent. So yeah. What should we do? Because I was so organized. I had it all laid out here.
Oh, I was gonna shout out this one here. This is something I've been carrying. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
It's the Asylum 3.0.
Never tried one. Love it. Is
It's
that
got a thick slab slide, and it takes buttons for a. Sorry, this is kind of weird. Retention spinner.
Oh.
It's an R188 press fit. I'll take the buttons off and show you. But it's recessed in the body. You can see that.
Oh, I can see that. Oh, it's got a chamfer all the way around.
Yep.
Interesting.
I really love the spinner. It's kind of somewhere between the judder and the gyro. It's like that flutter, kind of like what you would get with the Ziggy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I've been really, really enjoying this one lately.
I have never seen.
Love the sharp lines and
like what was the basis of Nick thinking about that to have a press fit spinner style, but then to have to take those it's so weird. That's like this such a weird hybrid
originally
idea.
it was a 608 spinner first. This model. So he just made it into an R188.
Oh.
So it has the same thickness as a 608 bearing, which is like the old school skate bearings.
Gotcha. So he just changed the
Early
borehole
on.
and did that. Oh, that's crazy.
He actually has a jig too.
Matt
like
Rid,
an
thank you.
Jig that you can put underneath the spinner when you're installing the bearing. So it's flush. Pretty cool.
Hey, howdy, Steve
that.
Klein. And Matt Ritter's here. Samuel.
Oh, cool.
He answered the question there.
608
thickness.
That's
There
it.
you go. Yeah. He would know too. He's really old. Been around for a long time. Just kidding, man. Probably not old.
Oh, yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
my age.
Well, been around a long time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Been
An OG.
Been in the scene. OG guy.
He probably knows who Hobby Timmy is.
I'm just learning who Hobby Timmy is actually from
Oh.
Pam. Actually told me about Hobby Timmy because we were talking about bearings and cleaning them and maintaining them, and she was telling me go talk. Was it Old Man Tim or something like that? They used to.
It's Old Man Tim now.
Yeah,
I think he
okay.
changed it. I think he started like streaming video games or something.
Oh, okay.
But he was the Fidget reviewer, just tons of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I kind of think that he passed the baton to you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we've never met, but maybe in spirit. Maybe I
No,
took it
in
on in
spirit.
a dream one
Yeah.
time. We
That's
psychically
how I feel about it.
connected.
Yeah. Catherine, you want to see my collection?
Oh, the whole thing.
Well, I really even consider myself a collector.
Oh, shut up.
I'm an experiencer. I like to experience
Oh,
things.
yeah,
So
okay.
I'll have, if I'm looking at knives or whatever, or anything EDC, I want to know what it's like.
That was the other thing I was going to ask. You were mentioning
If I don't
before.
gel with it, I'll just move it on.
Do you collect other things besides spinners that are EDC world?
Yep. Yes. A lot of Peter Atwood tools. Like, here's one of them. This is a ruler that I keep on my desk
Oh, neat.
with one of my beads on it, the keg bead.
Pry bar, ruler, hex.
It's actually a spinner too. It has a spinner core. So that 3/8.
Oh, wow.
Very difficult. Sorry, guys. It's a 3/8 of an inch hole in the middle, and you can use Scott Coskery, the torque bar maker's little bearing spin core.
I think I've seen
Put it
these
in there.
before. I think I have seen these before when I was researching Scott and researching his history. That's crazy. Yeah. I remember there was something like that.
Flashlights
Oh, yes.
is what I've been carrying this week. The
Yeah.
DCO from Jeff Sapp in Colorado. Pry bars. Always got a pry bar on me. Zach Wood there. Also have my own that I carry that I made.
You'll never get stuck between a
Mhm.
rock and a hard place because you always have a pry bar to get yourself out.
Yeah, I put mine through a lot, and it's great. My wife loves it too because she doesn't like using knives to open boxes. She's like, "Where's your pry bar?" So just
Right. Yeah.
open up Amazon or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's actually a good idea. The number of time I've slashed something inside and gone, fuck, I should have used.
This is the pin I've been using. It's from Tactile Turn in Dallas.
I have them bookmarked.
It's a smooth operator, and I think it's around like $90 or something. It is worth every penny.
Really?
This is an incredible machine.
I'm gonna
It's
get one
so
then.
smooth.
I
The
have.
pocket clip is deep, and you can actually get, it's modular. You can get a shorter tip for like a G2 refill.
Really?
And then there's a longer tip. I think it's for like the Parker refill. And then this one is, I don't know what this refill is called, but it's like a really thin tip refill. But a very cool pin,
I think.
modular, and
I think those are the
as far as
ones.
pins go, it's pretty affordable.
I think those are the ones that I had bookmarked because I'm pretty sure it's them because I'm weird. I swing a hammer with my right hand. I bat with my right hand. I golf right-handed. I write left-handed. It's so fucked up. So what I saw on their website that they have one that's specially designed with like the way the what would you call it? The little bolt action thing is
the bolt,
designed
yeah.
for left-handed people. So I was like, oh, thank you. It's kind of like when I start up a video game and it has colorblind mode, and I'm like, oh, you recognize my disability. Thank you. And it would be like, great.
Yeah. Actuating this one with my left hand too. If there's only one of these, you'll have no problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't make a left hand version. This will work just fine for you.
Excellent.
My left hand.
No, it's good to actually have a real review of it because I wondered if I should pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, it's called the Smooth Operator.
Smooth
And,
operator.
highly recommend that.
Yeah, Pam,
You
I
know,
can
actually,
I can put it up at some point. You know what? I'll put it up in the what am I trying to say? The description later. I know which one it is, and I'll remember to put it up in the video description after. But yeah, I know what he's talking
That
about.
spin stick that you had earlier on the show.
Yeah.
The latchet kind of reminds me of the old Holter spin caps. Have you ever seen those?
I don't know.
They were like from 2017, 2018.
I was doing so many different things then. I didn't even know that you guys existed.
Yeah. But they're it's basically a pin with a cap on it that spins pretty much exactly like that.
Okay.
Except it's a lot smaller and probably not as satisfying, but
Yeah. Yeah.
pretty cool though.
No, this has been satisfying as hell. Love it.
Yeah. This is the knife I've been carrying, the Hero Stellar. It's a buyer's market for these, so
Oh yeah.
Join some Facebook groups, you can get a nice discount.
Nice.
But they definitely make the best production knives, in my opinion.
Really? I have avoided going down the knife rabbit hole because I can tell that just from seeing some of people's collections, and I have found myself like just sort of waking up after blacking out and just being on like a knife website, like looking through all these pictures and being like, oh my God, how long have I been here? What's been going on? Right? You're like, I should get out. I should get away from here. Right? Like it just tells me, oh my God, I could get into this maybe a little bit too much, and it'd be kind of like a problem sort of thing, because it kind of like, I didn't think that I would like beads because I thought, oh, they don't really do anything. And my whole thing with knives is like, okay, it's a knife. You open it up and you close it and it cuts stuff. Right? But then fidgets really attract me because it's like, oh, this does something else, and this does something else, and this does something else, right? But I feel like with the beads, now I'm starting to get onto this whole like, oh, but it's so pretty in this way, and it's so pretty in this way. And I feel like knives could suck me in like that, along with all of my money. So, yeah.
Yeah. Box cutters are the same way. You have a bob, don't you?
Yes.
Those are sweet.
Love my bob. Love my bob. Bob. Everyone get a bob.
Majority the other day.
Everyone get a bob box
I guess
cutter.
they removed them from the website, but you can still talk to him and pick one up.
Really? Oh.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a Canadian thing or what, but and they also have authorized dealers in the US as well. Like Recon One carries them. I think Urban EDC Supply.
I hate Canada for their whole knife thing so much. I hate it so much. It's like, are you absolutely kidding me? This is a tool. This is like literally just, it's not even a flip switch knife or anything like that. I don't see how anyone could. It's so ridiculous. It's a goddamn utility knife tool, right? Like, are they going to tell me that I can't carry around my X-Acto blade at work anymore to like, you know, cut open packaging and stuff like that? It's just like, come on, man.
Yep.
Good for you, Pam. Perfect. It was Cerakoted one. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
Yeah, they have some really pretty anodized versions on Urban EDC Supply.
Do they? So,
and I think they're the Teigaihe, Japanese. Pattern.
Wi-Fi pattern.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Wi-Fi pattern. Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
That's what we call it here. Wi-Fi pattern.
I love that pattern.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi. So we can segue if you're feeling good about it.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to talk about the other thing that I neglected like 2 weeks ago now, is that Jeremy Campbell was on, and we got so excited hanging out and everything like that that I totally forgot to open his brass turbo cup kind of thing. Sweet. So I wanted to let everyone know that it fling really damn good. It does have what you think to feel is like a bit of a hot spot more on the edge, but it's not one that like you only feel it as you're ripping and you're pressing, right? Because that is it's a bit sharp, but I guess what really counts to me as a hot spot is something that kind of ends up catching more of this part of your finger on the follow through, so that you end up kind of feeling that afterwards. But this one, I find that it's, I don't know, it's, if you be gentle with it and stuff, it does have a really good grip on it. And it just,
I don't think that would bother me at all.
No, you like the hot spots.
I probably would like the,
like the therapeutic hurt. You'd be like,
I played with one, and it was like the 3D printed tungsten putty, I think, was in it or something. It made it a little heavier.
Wow.
And it was really nice.
Yeah. And we gave away
does that have a ton of judder, that spinner?
Yes, I would say
because
so.
It has that thin body.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that just the bearing popping out, or is there like a bearing weld?
He has made it very similar to the W or an OG torque bar, where you have an extra bit, right? So you can make the body thinner.
Yeah, that'll definitely increase the judder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I feel like most people, when it comes to bars, like there's, most people love heavy judder bars, and then when it comes to tries, heavy gyro.
100%. And that's one of the reasons that, my favorite try spinner is the triangle that you make, just because I haven't found one in tungsten, at least, it has a gyro like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. So these aren't his buttons.
It's a little larger, and that helps too.
Absolutely.
Whose buttons are those?
2R designs. It looks like it's just some 2R design ones. Same ones you would get on something like, so that's brass. And then he's put some black,
nice.
He's put some black Altum ones on there. They work fantastically. I just don't know yet what his design would be to match it. But yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know about the Turbo Cup, and that it's pretty banging. So I think I got to send this back to him. So I think my wife had a T-shirt with bee stuff on it that she wanted me to send back with it. So it's a good excuse. Yeah. So yeah, I felt like an asshole afterwards. I was like, "Oh, Jeremy, no!" And he's like, "What?" We're still like on the Discord call after the stream. I'm like, "We forgot about the Turbo Cup." I was like sitting there in a bag. I'm like, "Ah, damn it! Oh well." But here we are now.
TwoEDC asks if the current pre-orders will come with the 8-ball bearings, the new 8 balls that we have. They're called the side pockets.
Yes.
We actually sold out of those. The test pieces that we had,
naturally,
and they were all amazing, really, really nice. But we also have some 10-ball ribbon style, which is something we haven't done before either. And they are a little looser than the crown retainers that we put in, like, for example, the Mokume triangles and like a lot of previous spinners. Super high quality, just a little tighter tolerance. They're a little looser than that, but they're not quite as loose as the 8 balls. And eventually we will put the 8 balls in everything, but I think I've got a few to get through on the 10 balls first.
Excellent.
I don't want to say exact numbers, but
well,
I have a few of those.
That's gotten me all excited about the bearing in the Mokume spinner. Should we open it?
Yeah, go for it. I believe it's a crown retainer ZRO2 bearing 10 ball, which is going to be a little tight, but of course you can take it out. You can put in the loose one or whatever you want.
Thank you.
All subjective. I prefer a loose bearing personally, but in my experience, dealing with a lot of people who buy fidgets and stuff, they tend to like the tighter tolerance bearings.
Interesting. Because what was you mentioned it, you had like, I think you had what you might call like a go fast in the copper nectar when you sent it to me. And then you sent me a message. You said, interested to see how you feel about it if you get like an operator in there or something like that has a little bit of a looser.
Something a little looser.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I think I sent you a message I said,
my copper, I don't know if you can hear that. Is that picking up on?
No, it won't pick up unless it's like, yeah, it's
maybe there.
My journey of trying to pick up what fidgets sound like on mics is ridiculous. It's so hard to do it.
This has an 8 ball in it, the one of those side pockets, and the judder is amplified substantially.
Yeah.
So, I'll definitely send along some of those. And,
I'm gonna have to buy some of those for sure. It's gonna be great. Oh, Jay Dizzy just said. Had a little comment there that actually kind of links into one of the questions that I had for Sam, is you naming your spinners and how you name your products, and how I think I've like had a lot of fun talking about it in some of my videos, especially with like, the Ziggy and stuff, and how we can all tell you're a Bowie fan and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I was definitely going through a phase at the time of, creating the Ziggy, because I named the spinner Bowie, right? The full size one was the Bowie, which we never released, and then I did the mini one and called it the Ziggy.
That blows my mind that there was a bigger one than that, and it scares me if it was ever in tungsten.
I did have a prototype made of it, and it was ridiculous. Even in steel or brass, it probably would have been like 400 grams.
Oh my God. That's thick boy, as I said. Very thick boy.
I think that would work well on one of those scepters or the
Oh,
insticts.
yeah, good point. The thing I've noticed about scepters is that if it's not round or like a quad or something, you can spend too much time trying to get a hold of one of the arms. Because, by the way, everyone, you can just take any spinner you have that accompanies at least a button that is that big and can fit that in there, and you can put any of your freaking spinners on the ends of this thing, right? It's just that it's harder. It's harder to actually do it because if you have a bar spinner on there, you're sitting there trying to get your finger on the tip of it, be like, no, wait, come back, no, right there, okay, and right there, and spin, right? And you go and you can like, okay, now we're going. Otherwise, you end up getting in between it, and you're like, fuck. But that's why they just work better with a rounder, sort of easier to grab it anywhere, kind of rip sort of thing. So.
Hey, Osman.
Hey, Osman, you're here just in time, unless you've been lurking the entire time without commenting. Would not surprise me. Osman, sup, man. Everyone loves Osman. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to get a drink here before I open up this fucking beautiful thing. I hope I don't scream or something like that. I can feel the etching through the bag.
That's awesome. I mean, that's why you get Mokume,
It is. You get it for an etch and a polish. Texture. You just really do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if
Blurry.
only it would focus. Ah, God. Wow. It's almost like I almost have to turn the lights down. I gotta let's go down to 2 here. Oh my God. It makes me want to scream like a little girl. It really does.
You got the squiggle buttons too.
Oh wow, I did. What does that mean? Is that special?
I don't know, but most of them, I don't know if you can see this.
I can.
How mine are straight.
That's the one I use. That's the picture I used for the thumbnail, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
most of them were straight, and randomly.
I got squiggle Mokume.
Some people got, very few people got the squiggles. But I love it. I think it's so cool. Still shiny.
That's so. I was thinking the same thing. I was going, how is it still shiny? I guess it was just in that plastic bag, and that was kind of enough.
Plastic bag kept it protected.
Oh, it's gonna get very not shiny very soon. I live right by the ocean, so. Oh man, Sam.
I have a really good patina then.
Holy shit. Yeah, speaking of good patina, I think I was showing you these earlier. I definitely want to try these, do a little button swap here. But the ones that I'm having on your tungsten OG triangle, the Mokume Nyamas, have been developing just the greatest patina on their edges. And it doesn't rub off because you don't touch it. You're only holding it in here, so it's perfect. A lot of time, the problem I have with patina metals is that I can let it patina, and I can let it get looking like very dark. So that's been sitting there. I haven't been using it. That's been getting very dark. But if I go and start to just spin that for a day, it'll just polish right up and go away. So having something where it's a button where it's the side of it like that, where I'm not touching it, you just get the best wood looking patina ever. I'm going to throw this thing on there to see what that's like. Because these Nyama buttons are just so good for the triangle. It does not have to be, I don't have speed holes. So we did it without speed holes. That's perfect.
Oh. Yeah. Why would you want to remove such beautiful materials?
Good point. Absolutely good point.
Michael, he actually said that to me last time I saw him. M3 Michael. I was like, yep, that's a good point.
How dare you remove such beautiful
thing I love about Mokume
material.
so much is you get the patina with the brass and the copper, and then the nickel stays shiny. It's nice.
Yeah.
Juxtaposition, if you will.
Here we go. We'll do a little
That's a good combo. Sweet.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Look at my precious little triangles. So that means that my 2EDC collection. Now I have had the tungsten Poe. I have had the tungsten OG nest, the big nest, the tungsten Ziggy. I've had the that's it. I've had a lot. I have a lot of your stuff. I've tried a lot of it, and all that has survived is, come on, where is she? Is these ones. So these ones, these designs, in my opinion, are the best. The OG triangle, the big triangle, the Nectar Plus, and the big nest. Those are my personal 4 favorites of yours. And as far as tries go, my favorite tries. I thought for some reason that I was going to think that I had to replace the OG with the big one when I got it. But as Samuel told me, he said, yeah, I find that they both have their place. They both have their place and they both have their feel and their purpose. And I could not agree with him more. There is just something about both of them. And it's totally that kind of thing where like, no, I can't. They need to both be here kind of thing. So
yeah, they're both the same thickness, but since the large or the big triangle has a larger spin diameter, it feels thinner in my hand.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like the OG is a little chunkier, but it's just, perception because it's a smaller spin diameter with the same thickness.
Isn't it
pretty cool?
Isn't it one of the coolest things about this hobby that it really lends itself and it teaches you to notice subtleties, like to notice the absolute just minute little subtleties and things, right? And I find that people that don't really like the spinners and the fidgets and the hobbies are the people that maybe don't pick up on as many subtleties as someone else, right? And they might just be the kind of people that pick it up and they're like, yeah, I guess that's pretty neat. So what does it do? It spins? Cool. That's great. And they just give it back to you. They're like, that's very nice. Happy that you like that. And you're like, no. Like, don't you feel that thing in there and how it's in this? They don't get it, right? So it's like, I've always loved that about it. And I've always noticed that. Man.
Yep.
Man. I swear to God, I can feel the squiggleness of the etch, like the squiggly etch. Actually, it's on this side more. I can feel it. Yeah. I can feel those squiggles. That's so cool. I'm actually probably going to have to rock them on this for a little bit. I think that's really nice.
Great combo.
So clean.
I like the patina on that too. Did you have that like finished?
This is not. I got this second hand, and this has actually been blasted. It was first blackened by I can't remember his name now. I think it was Cody Deberbrand, if I'm saying his name correctly. Mm-hmm. And he had blackened it, but then before selling it, he had blasted it. And it ended up with just this absolutely great sort of, I love it.
It looks amazing.
It looks so good, right? And it's like, I think it's one of the only OG triangles that looks like this. So when I see other people's OG triangles, I go, oh, what's wrong with it? Because I'm so used to my own. I'm like, oh, right. That's just like the regular shinier like machine finish kind of thing. But I just love it. It's great.
You must have hit it with some abrasive media because that tungsten's hard to get through.
Yeah, or I don't exactly know what he did. I just know that I put an ISO out, and I was very fortunate to get him coming back with that. And yeah. Oh man, this is so gorgeous. I can't wait to get out there and warp that. Can't do it today because it's fucking raining. But
those buttons look incredible.
They really do.
Props to Jared. Yeah.
Yes, that was my drag queen voice, Abigail. Thank you. Yes.
Those are Jared's buttons, aren't they?
Yes, Jared Rural. Sacred spins. As I've said before, cannot recommend the Nyama buttons more. I now have these Mokume, I have the Amber Ultim, and I have the Juma Gem in the green. And I would still take the Mokume in a blasted, 100%. And I'd still love to take one of the purple Juma Gems. There's only 3 of them out there, so I'm not counting on that. But if anyone, wants to get rid of them, please talk to me. PM me. So yeah. Man, it's been a long time. It's been sitting there for a long time. I don't know how I do that. I don't know how I just let it sit there. But that's very exciting. I love Sundays. I get new toys. It's like new toy Sunday, right? I'm like, oh God, I'm getting new toys. So good.
You exercise a lot of restraint. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man. Like I wasn't able to do it before. I couldn't do it before because it was just all so new and shiny and wonderful. And then I guess I just realized I just loved doing it with everyone else. And it just was like, I guess it's kind of like if you have kids and, you play Santa Claus and you get everything all, good and ready for them. I haven't really experienced that myself because I never like had a young kid and kind of thing like that. My kid's my stepkid. I met him when I was like 8 or when he was 8. But my sister always says she'll get the presents ready for her kids. She's like, yeah, no, she's like, that's the best part. She's like, it's not buying the gifts or anything like that. She's like, literally that part where you've fooled them, where you've tricked them, and you've created this fantastical lie where they're living in this magical land. She's like, that is the best part. And I think that sort of lends to like just opening these things with everyone else is just like, it's like kind of a pleasure for me as well. So I kind of am able to have that restraint and sit there and kind of put my focus in during the week into like what I'm going to do for the live and then what I already have and like focusing on those things. And yeah, just somehow putting in a tub up there and just leaving it kind of thing. So yeah.
Sharing these things, it's, one of the reasons why we do it.
Yeah.
Share the joy.
So where does the name 2EDC come from? Because I've been meaning to ask you that.
Story. I used to have your job.
Carpenter.
I used to do reviews on.
What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry. She's throwing things at me.
Typical.
Oh, sort of healthy. I got a cheese string. Lovely. Sorry to interrupt you there, Sam.
Oh no, it's all good. I used to do.
Yes, honey. Sorry, she's interrupting again. Sorry. Yes, honey. Do you have? Well, you were standing there with your mouth open, like you were about to say something.
I was reveling in my victory
of surprising me.
Yes, that's all.
Because that's been hard.
Just reveling. Sorry, he interrupted you again, Sam. He's so rude.
I'm rude.
Rude. Morning with the spin fam. That's right, Captain. Hey, Javier.
Liberal. Thanks, Obama.
What's that?
Who said what? Drive by the spin fam? Christmas morning with the spin fam. All right, kids, gather around.
Yeah, I used to do YouTube reviews on spinners.
Oh, okay.
And the name was Two Sons. And it came from like an old handle on like a Star Wars card game web. I don't know. I liked Star Wars when I was a kid.
Yeah, I still like Star Wars.
And the binary sunset scene in A New Hope.
Yes.
It always hit me hard,
Yeah.
with that John Williams score.
Yeah.
And so that was my screen name, Two Sons. And then I used that on YouTube. I didn't think, I was going to like grow a channel or anything. So I just put that on there. And then I found out there was a knife maker named Two Sons. So I dropped the Sons.
Yeah. I went to a 2EDC. Perfect.
It became 2. Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so glad I asked you because it's like, it's one of those names where you'd be like, no one's ever going to know that or guess that. It's like, it's just, it's a different, it's got a little story to it. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, whatever's going on in my life is kind of what, where the names come from. Any inspiration. It's just like whatever's going on or, something means something to me at that moment in time. That's where I get my names from. Helps me remember those things.
Yeah, right? It's kind of like tattoos.
Yeah. Pretty much. I don't have any tattoos though.
I only have one. I only had one tattoo.
What
I
the
did
hell
it so I could
did you
experience having a tattoo, and then
Yeah,
I was
cool.
like, God damn, these are expensive. And then I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'll just buy really expensive fidget toys instead. So, yeah. So Mokume themed keep going. I kind of want to open the Tea-Time buttons, the Mokume Tea-Time buttons from Jamie from LIC EDC. And then we get to look at some old spinners. And I thought it was good that Samuel's here because he knows of older spinners. Because we have, yes, honey, you have so many tattoos. She does. Because then we get to look at old spinners that Mike Neill, if anyone remembers an older stream, Mike Neill sent me a couple of binary fusions. Sent me the tungsten copper binary fusion and the stainless steel binary fusion. Because Mike Neill has a closet full of some of like the most pristine older spinners that I've seen. He sent me these pictures and it's like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, I just, I kind of ordered them back in the day and I spun them a couple times and then I just sort of put them away. And he's like, and getting onto my channel and seeing me and getting onto the lives and talking about me, he was like, you know what? You just reminded me that I had all these spinners back here. I'm going to have to go dig some of them out. And I'm like, oh my God. So he started saying, he's like, you know what I'll do? I'll just start shipping you a few of these like older spinners and you can put them on the channel. And he lives in Ontario and Canada too. So it's perfect. So we're going to look at 4
Awesome.
that he shipped after Tea-Time buttons. Now here's where the pry bar would come in hand. Well, maybe not because it's plastic, but I'm always so scared of
they're pretty sharp. They're sharp enough you can.
Yeah, well, I
Just cut
have
right
this
through
like
it.
little stupid thing, but I don't know. I'll try. No.
Are you afraid to use the bob?
Well, yeah, I'd have to be so careful to not I'll go like that, and then that should be enough. Then
Get it started,
Then
yeah.
I can rip it. There we go. Oh God. So ever since Drake, he started vacuum sealing it. Very fancy, Jamie. Very fancy. I think it's my first vacuum
That's a good way
sealed
to
one.
avoid patina.
Exactly. Holy crap! Look at how shiny those are still. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Drake's buttons with like my Venusaur buttons that he made me and stuff really started getting me into this deep dish thing. And then I was able to get some of the, oh God. Oh wow. Okay, let's get some of this stuff out of here. Oh my God. Well, yes, Catherine. That's why it's called Mokume Madness.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh,
I love that topographical
right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the way it comes out on the bottom sometimes, even more than the top. Oh my God, it is so freaking bright. Wow. And I believe
How long do you think that'll last?
maybe a couple days, less. I don't know.
Days?
Yep. That's the thing that's different. I noticed. I don't know how the cut pattern managed to be different on the Nyamas, but the fact that they have these have the same rounded edge, but it looks more. Mm-hmm. It's that you getting the layered thing, so that won't patina in the same way. They cut it differently, so you got the rounder. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying it very well, but it's like it's just a different cut. It's different on the edges.
Yeah, I think it's just a different technique, forge technique.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. And I want to put these directly onto, I want to try these on the slim pillar.
Yeah, those buttons are incredible for pinch grip.
Oh my God. It's like, and you know what I find is that I'm like you, we've had conversations before where you've said, I find it impossible kind of to get the same kind of rips with a pinch grip than I can with a flat grip.
Mhm.
But I personally, I really do enjoy holding a spinner when it's ripping in a pinch grip. So what I find myself doing, oh my God, that looks so fucking good. It looks just like Jamie's photos. So what I find myself doing is I always find myself holding in a flat grip. And then while it's like ripping, I'll like change over to a pinch grip and kind of enjoy the gyro in that. And then I'll stop it.
Yes.
And I'll like go back to a flat grip. And then I'll transfer over to that pinch grip. Oh God, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be like. That's so great. I love that.
Yeah, I'll do that same thing. I really like the sensation of pinching it, but to get a good rip, I usually do a flat grip or like a hybrid where my thumb is flat and my index is a pinch. Then I'll move it around, full pinch grip or whatever.
Anything, yeah. There we go.
Whatever
Hand
feels
modes are
good.
the same. Start flat and move to pinch. Yeah. That's a sentence that someone only spinner wheel would understand. Yeah, I like to start flat and then move to a pinch. Most people in the room, yes. And then two people in the room, what the fuck is he talking about? What do you got there? Oh, you were just showing that.
Oh, just playing with it a little bit, like starting with a flat grip and then moving it into a
Move to the
pinch
pinch. That's a t-shirt.
yes.
That's a t-shirt. I like to start flat, move to a pinch. Then I just want to take off the
Definitely a t-shirt.
I want to take off the Venusaur and I want to go 2EDC with 2EDC. I just got to grab the right, this thing keeps threading out the other way. So I'm going to grab the right.
Just a dab of Loctite in there.
There might be, yeah. But I think it just.
Non-X side.
I'll just try to screw it in a little bit tighter than my hands can do. There we go. That might keep it in that side.
Purple Loctite's really good for that. You can always just, take it out. I don't know if you've used this much.
Yes. And I have I literally have the heat gun like right under my desk. Light. And then I can just hit it with a tiny little bit of heat. And then that just releases it right away. If it's medium, never use strong on your EDC. Only ever use medium Loctite because it will release with the right amount of heat. Just beautiful, Jamie. If you watch this later.
Very, very nice.
So good. I think I'm going to have to leave that like that for a little bit. Oh, yeah, I held off on the.
You have to try Jeremy's light. Mame light. It was very nice.
Yes, I've never tried the Mame. I was offered the Mame light by Jamie first off because he knew that I wasn't into too heavy. So he offered it to me and I said no because I wanted to, just for like reviewing purposes, I wanted to like know what the OG one was, when it was like intended to be and stuff. Yeah. So, but now I almost kick myself a little bit. Not that this one is like, now this is like totally.
It's great. I'm sure that one's just as good.
It's just as easy for me to handle now, and I cannot get rid of it. It's just, I don't use it all the time, but when I do, it's like, it's much more of like a sit at the desk and relax, kind of focus on it. And the sound that comes out of this thing, especially with the Golden Eagle that I've had in here forever, that just does not seem to want to crap out. So I'm just riding it. But yeah, no, this thing is. Oh.
I'd love to see more of those out there.
Mokume. Sure. I love Mokume.
Hey, Sophia. These are the Tea-Times right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Tea-Times. Yeah, so I held out on Tea-Time for a while because for a while it was just all resin. And I tried one of the resin ones and I was like, I don't know. I need to try a metal one. And then the time was right. And I felt like, okay, here's the Mokume ones. I want to go for it. Hey, Levi, what's up? What's up? What's being given away? Hello to you too, Levi. Good segue. Do we want to do a giveaway? Do a giveaway. Levi wants a giveaway. So the first one here, we don't know yet because Sam has to decide what it is. So I will get. What is all the things? What are all the things we could do?
You want a D20?
No, we're good. We got this one sorted out. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Who's in this bed?
Good.
The real Naboo.
The real Naboo. The bunny Naboo, not the spinner Naboo.
The better one.
The bunny I named after a fidget spinner. Oh, wow. I still have 4 snap cards left. Oh, it's kind of a selection today. You only get to pick one, though, Sam. Yeah, we'll just go with that. So.
What about what I'm giving away? Is that?
Well,
we're
I
gonna do
thought
that
we'd
or-
do that a little later if you wanted to.
Okay.
You think so?
Sounds good, yeah.
Sam has a giveaway too, everyone.
Whenever, it doesn't matter.
Sam has a giveaway too. His is actually kind of cool. I'm not going to spill the beans, but yeah, it's kind of neat. It's neater than I thought. And he's actually the first one that's going to be like doing a giveaway on the other side. Like usually I'm the one giving away ones here, but he's going to do his own little giveaway after. So we got 2. So this is a copper infused snap cart. And then this would be the brass, I believe, or bronze, brass or bronze. Can't remember. It's cool. And then the stainless steel composite snap cart, the Dune Boy by Fidget Boy. It's got a resin top and it's got stainless steel slide plates. Really, really quite nice. We have the what's this one called again? Flip Side Boy by Fidget Boy. Pam has the bronze. Okay, so if you have the bronze, then that's Pam won the bronze last time. So that's the brass one. It's just a Flip Side Boy, also Fidget Boy, very crunchy, whereas the Doom Boy is silent. And then just a PLA blue snap cart. And then the unnamed sort of, I think he was calling the Hexy or something. This is Jared Rule sent this to me to try out and or give away. And it's a resin. It's like this really cool kind of lime green. I kind of want to eat it. Kind of makes me think of key lime pie or something like that.
Don't eat it. It's poison.
It's poison? Okay, I won't eat it. Got it. I'll give it away instead.
Red colors in the wild mean poison.
Yeah, I won't fall into the Tide Pod thing, eating Tide Pods. And then, yeah, so I don't know. It's more chaotic like the Focus Works Drifter, but yeah. Anyway, there we go. It's up to you, Samuel. It's up to you. Which one are we giving away right now? Levi knows what he wants.
I like the look of the black, like 2.5 slider in the middle.
This one?
Let's do that one. Yeah.
Dune Boy. Good choice. Good choice. Okay. We'll just shove those over there and go away. All right. So we're going to do the first giveaway. We're just going to do it standard. Put your ins in, and then anyone who's a member of the Nerd Herd gets their second in as well. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and we will do that. And then Sam's giveaway, I believe he's come up with something. He's come up with a different way of doing it. So we're going to do it different.
Shenanigans.
Here they come. In. I better keep track. Here. Oh my God. So many. In pimpin'. Jay Dizzy be pimpin'. Oh my God, I got back top here. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Got 20 so far. 21, 22. 22, Sophia. 23. Sophia, if that's your first in, you do get a second one.
I want to give my in to Cornelius.
Oh, good. Mike Neill's here. Good. What's that, babe?
I want to give my in to Cornelius.
You want to put an in for Ethan's bird?
Yeah, not Ethan, just for the bird.
Cornelius.
Just for the bird.
And then my second in, because I'm part of the nerd herd, is for Abigail's cat.
Seriously.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tack those numbers on at the end. We'll see. That'll be funny. Okay, cool. And yes, Sophia, you got 2. So 25 so far. Okay. Oh, Brian Wise. 26. And then
Brian.
as per the wife's instructions, when we're ending, I guess I will make the last 2 numbers for Ethan's bird, Cornelius, and Abigail Bay's cat. Which I suppose is fair. She is a member of the nerd herd. She gets 2 ins. So it's very kind of her. Okay, Timothy Carter. There's another one. Okay, I'm going to start saying like going white. Name's Lily. Okay, so for Cornelius and Lily, I'll tack on 2 numbers. Okay, and then there's your second one. I'm just going to tag that comment that you made right there, Abigail.
I will
for the cat.
henceforth use my ins every week.
Oh, God.
For two members' pets. Every week is going to be 2 different pets for my ins.
I like it.
That's good because it's not your choice. So I have said, and so it shall be done.
I was just saying I like it.
Mrs. Nerd's ins are now for RNG group pets.
Let it be known
Yes,
that from henceforth.
I decree.
All right, going once. Going twice. Okay, good. No, I'm telling you for the ins.
Yeah, no, I'm doing drum roll.
Okay, yes. Okay, so it's 29 ins if we're tacking on Cornelius. No, sorry, 30. Lily, the cat, is 29.
Yes.
So it's 30 with Cornelius. So
Cornelius?
we're gonna bring up I'll bring up random.org here. And we will go to there. Can you see random.org, Sam? We're all good? Sam, are you there?
Yeah, it's a little pixelated.
Okay, but you
I'm
can.
here.
I'm on the right screen, right? Like you can see it. Just checking that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. Before we start, I forgot to ask. Like, Samuel, are you? Which one are we going on? Which generation of number?
Is 2 appropriate?
2?
Or is that not enough?
I say anywhere from 2 to 5. I would say is appropriate.
Okay. Well, let's do 2 then.
2. Okay, here we go. So on the second one, that is a winner. 1, 2, number 8. Let me switch back here, and we will see what number 8 was. Sorry, I gotta get back to the other screen. So it wasn't a bird, it wasn't a cat. It is Jeremy Piper. Jeremy Piper with his second in.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Thank God you got that second in, Jeremy.
That's what she said.
Holy shit, dude! You want a fucking Dune Boy?
Little Dune
That's pretty hot, man.
Yeah, it's Jeremy. Yeah, that's really good.
You are really gonna like this thing.
Enjoy.
Anyway, Jeremy, you know how to get in touch with me. You can PM me after stream or something like that, and we will talk about shipping. It's like if you're in the States, usually it just ends up being $10 untracked or 15 tracked, but I would double check for you if you want. Yeah, that's all I need is just a little bit of shipping.
Give it a good home, Jeremy.
That's great. You're second in 1 unit. There you go. It's perfect.
That's why everyone should join the nerd herd.
That is why everyone should join the nerd herd. Yes. Cool. I like that. I like that the pet thing. That's cute. That's really cute.
I've already decided next week is going to be Pam's dog, and then
Pam's dog's Kermit, right?
I knew the name was one of the Muppets, but I couldn't.
Kermit.
He's Kermit.
That's gonna be a really fun name.
Kermit and Nash next week.
Kermit and Nash. Kermit and Nash. Okay, you already know all the pets more than I do.
Everybody better like send pictures of their pets. That's what I need. If you wanted a second in, if you want to have your pets have an in to be part of like, the draws with Mrs. Nerd, I gotta see pictures of those pets. I gotta know their names.
This is pretty cute. It's pretty cute.
I gotta know their names, the names of those pets. You gotta send them to me so they can, have their turn for an in.
I like this. This is
So we
cute.
send our pictures of our sweet little fur babies or feather babies or scale babies, etc.
Okay. You can email all of your pictures to zachery.the.butcher@gmail.com.
Do it.
There we go.
And like extra points if you suggest food to throw at him. Love you.
Oh,
Bye.
God. Oh, yeah. No, she took over a long time ago,
Not a bad
Jordan.
idea.
She took over a long time ago, Jordan. It's don't worry about that. Yeah. No, not taking over. Took over a long time ago. That's really excellent. Cool. So that one's going off Jeremy. Love it. I'll tuck that over here. Now I'm happy that Mike Neill's here because I completely forgot to tell him that I was doing this. I was doing all this other stuff, getting ready. But we're going to open up his his beautiful spinners, and we will try to figure out what they all are. I am under the impression that he has sent 3 from an older company. I don't even think they make these anymore. Woosaw, am I saying that right? Woosaw spinners.
Yep.
So I have them here. I'm gonna grab them here. That is 3 of them. And then he said that there was a Magnus spinner. Believe it or not, if you don't know, Magnus did make spinners or does make spinners. It's an older one of his spinners. Yeah. So I don't know. What we start with, what we start with here, Sam? Maybe the Woosaw, or I don't know. This one we can see.
Woosaw.
This one we can see the thing. Holy, is this? Good Lord, Mike. So like I was saying, Mike has these ooh. That has an incredible stillness to it. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think they use an O-ring retention system.
Really?
On those.
Oh, you know what? That would make sense. The retention system. Oh, does it not? Are the buttons not screw?
Yeah, they should. Unscrew.
I'm probably. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just a little tight. Pam's confirming. Yes, they do. Pam knows. Oh my God, you're right. They do. That's like. Do you need anything?
I don't have my glasses on, so I'm squinting because I can't see.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't see it all.
Yeah, you can just stick a paper clip in there or like a safety pin. Just pop out the O-ring and then the bearing will fall out.
Oh, you pull it out that way. So you would go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get you. See, I would like to use this I'm not gonna. I believe you. I'm not gonna go too crazy on someone else's spinner, but that is pretty cool. And then we've got dedicated threading buttons. So there's no post. There's no post in there, anything like that you can remove. No grub screw, but that makes me that because I find you might agree with me here, Sam. Retention fit for me tends to not connect to the body as much as a press fit where it's glued and more fused to the actual body of the spinner. Have you ever noticed that? You get less kind of feedback.
It dampens the feedback for sure.
Yeah. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It works really well in some ways, but so that's what it is, Pam, huh? It's
I
acrylic.
remember having
Pam's just saying that's
some of my
acrylic in
first
there.
spinners were the Fidget HQ, like Zen Duo and Zen Tries, and they use the brass retention ring. I remember getting a torque bar and just being blown away by how close your fingers were to the bearing.
Right.
Rotation.
And that's one of the things
But,
I absolutely
yeah,
love.
I think there's the Wusaw is kind of like a proprietary thing, though. I don't think those buttons will work with like a normal retention spinner.
Oh, okay.
They might, but I don't know if they do. I think one of them has like a longer standoff because of that O-ring.
It's surprisingly soothing. Like,
Yeah,
it's a very nice, easy spin.
they're extremely smooth.
Extremely smooth. Like I am, and that's probably because of that fully shielded bearing in there as well. But wow.
Yeah, it's probably a one drop or something
Probably.
like it.
Probably. Yeah, when you're
Their,
speaking of
Pinnacle design was a Voda.
you were speaking of the Voda
Voda
to me
before?
yesterday. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sam saying
It's
yes,
very
their buttons are
curvaceous.
dedicated.
It looks similar to that. I think that's a Zaftig of some sort. But
And it,
incredible. They're pretty rare and hard to find.
I bet I know who could find one.
One of the few spinners I haven't got my hands on.
Probably Ali Aminal could probably dig one up. Seems to be able to dig up anything.
Joey has one. I know Joey Betancourt has one.
Yeah. Wow.
Might have more than one.
And it's pristine. It's like, it's absolutely pristine. Like I was saying before.
Yeah, the
It's like,
machining is incredible.
and Pam knows all about Wusaw. Pam knows all about Wusaw. This is perfect.
I hate to interrupt. I have to interrupt. I was comfy. But I forgot, this would be very unfair for those that don't have pets.
Yeah, a lot
Because
of
my
work
brain didn't
went
even
into
think of it. Why would
making
someone
those
not
spinners and all
have
that polishing?
a little fur
was
baby?
very-
If you don't have
very
pets,
taxing.
to be fair to you, instead of sending pictures of your pets for me to put it in, you just send feet pics. Now I won't resell them, okay? You're not going to see them on Feet Finder. But show me your favorite shoes. All right?
Is this because Matthew Scarfo sent a picture of his feet at one point or something? For the
I mean, it's a funny throwback, but really it's just I don't want to be unfair to the non-pet having members.
You make the rules.
You're goddamn right I do. Fucking liberal. You and your homogenous back rooms.
Oh my god.
Dora.
I'm not sure I know what's going on.
Doing everything so liminally like you fucking
So-
own the place.
Sorry, Sam. The wife's just going off.
I'm sorry, Sam. I haven't really slept in a few days.
Sam's saying
Are
I have
we talking about the inn?
yeah. She's now saying that if you don't have a pet, you can just send a picture of your feet
In your favorite shoes.
in your favorite shoes. Okay,
You know,
cool.
It has to be fair.
Okay, no, it's very fair.
for sure.
Not everybody has a pet.
And then Hambone wants to know extra points for our pics of our pets' feet.
Hambone!
She likes
You
that.
send me those beans! Send me those beans, Hambone!
Wants to see those toe beans.
Give me those beans! With the beans. The beans!
Okay, baby, we're gonna move on.
From the beans? Sears is eating something, but I don't have my glasses, so I can't see it.
Yeah, that's probably her bone.
I hope so.
Anyway, yeah, Jordan Padover, we taking over. Yeah, you guys, are. I just start this up once a week and then it just goes off. Basically,
welcome.
that's it.
Yeah. You don't even have to pay for this. This is all free.
All
Times.
free.
All day.
It is like living with a gremlin. Sometimes it's absolutely like living with a gremlin. So Pam says if you want some feedback, you need to try one of their 608 bar spinners. I would love to try some of those older ones. They're harder to find. And you can still buy all those old bearings.
Yeah.
Like you really can. Like it doesn't even, they're all still available. You can go on Amazon, buy any goddamn bearing you want.
608s are cool.
Those are the huge ones with the huge balls, right? Kind of thing.
They're skateboard bearings.
Right.
They're 22 millimeter in diameter.
Right. And then, they
have great feedback.
and then the other one that I've seen before
What?
is 688 bearings. They basically look like R188, but like they've been scaled up slightly.
I think that's what they used in the Hyperstone. Another Old school design.
Nice. Scarfo, we were just talking about your feet. You'll get it later. You can go back and watch the VOD. All right, well, I'm going to put that one away. Keep it safe. That's amazing. I have no idea if Mike Neill is going to let me like try to sell these for him like he let me do with the other ones, but we'll find out later. But they are pristine, and yeah, so he let me sell both of his binary fusions for him afterwards, just as a little help him out, kind of thank you for sending them and stuff like that. Oh my God, send me those toe beans.
You can only collect your pieces.
Yes, like just and the WCU binary fusion just went in a second. Xiao Pil Yang just scooped that thing up in no time. I think I posted it for 30 seconds. So I don't know what this is. Must be another Wusa. Yeah, came out of this. Another Wusa. A bar. A bar. Whoa. Okay. This one here. Listen to this, chat. I don't know if anyone can hear it. It's so quiet, but see if you can hear it, Sam, and my mic.
I think I just hear the air.
Yeah, it's so
The
subtle.
spinner
It's so
pushing the air into the microphone.
Yeah, but there's this subtle ring. It's so nice. Like honestly, it's really nice. I don't know if it's have to do with these cool buttons that have this hole, like letting out some of the sound or something. But yeah, and then their case, so they have that ring. I've never seen this ring thing before. It's got to be stainless steel, Matthew. I think they're all stainless steel. That other one was stainless steel acrylic. This has got to be stainless steel. It feels like it. It's not titanium.
Yeah, early on there were a lot of interesting ways to retain a bearing. You see like C rings, those O rings there. Jordy at FocusWorks has the key, the Axis Micro.
Yes.
Uses that like the banner bit.
Yeah, I had that for a little bit when I had my Axis Micro, and wow, there's something going on. I wish I could capture that. Not that email. That won't get you there. It's Zachary with an E. Zachary the Butcher with an E. Yeah. Yeah, Ethan, you missed the first one. You missed the first giveaway. Yeah, you gotta focus, man. You gotta be here. You can't help anyone. Don't worry. Samuel has another giveaway that we're gonna do more near the end. So I wish I could convey this. It's like I'll have to try to pick it up later with a warp video. Oh, these are gonna warp like crazy. There is like this little. Oh, I can't describe it. It's like it's an airy, glassy sort of. It's weird. I've never heard it before. I wish I knew what this one is called. If anyone knows what this is called, let me know. This is very neat. I love that I'm getting to try some of this older classic stuff. So
it might be called the double header.
The double header.
Like
the double header.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I don't know. Pam probably knows what that one's called, maybe, unless you put it in there already in chat and I completely mixed it. But yeah. Yes, Abigail, I saw your text. I'll look at it later. Can we start getting 2 Zach snack attacks per video? Oh, hey, Scarfo, Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Good Lord. Yes, that is the right email. zachery.the.butcher@gmail. Well, .com. Now you got to put the .com in there, but everyone knows that. But yes, at Gmail. Yes. Oh my God. Great. Good. Now you did it. So, if I can open this before I get hit with another snack. This has been taped. Don't know what it is. I imagine it's another Oh. Oh. Is that a Magnus? It's got to be a magnet. No. Oh. I hear crinkling.
Yeah,
in
that's
paper.
Uh-oh.
What's this?
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
I want to say that's called the ego.
The ego?
Maybe chat will know. The ego. Yeah. EGO.
From who? From Wusaw still?
Magnus ego. Magnus.
Magnus.
No, Magnus.
I didn't even know he made one like that.
That's for you, Scarfo. Enjoy.
I think that's his first
Zach, make
spinner.
sure you share with Scarfo.
Yes.
I think he actually did that before he did the air.
Really? I thought the air was his first one.
I think that came after. That has 2 bearings in it, by the way.
It does? Oh my God, it would.
And the buttons are very interesting. You have to take them apart with tack. They won't unscrew.
Well, because they feel like they're moving.
They have little prongs that are friction fit into the bearings.
No way. Okay, I got
You have some sticky tack. You can pop them out.
I got to put away this freaking ice cream bar. I got
Turn on. Yeah. The ego. It's a great spinner. It's titanium. Got a good bit of weight because it's nice and thick. But actually really, really good ergonomics. Great design.
I do have sticky tack,
The buttons
but
are
I don't know where it is.
maybe 20 millimeters.
Maybe silly putty?
Yeah, that should work.
Really? Silly putty is not very sticky though. Is it really just held on there that
You
lightly?
Kind of. I think if you rip it out fast enough, it'll.
I'll go see if I have it up here.
It's like 3 or 4 little prongs that friction fit into the bearing hole. Yeah, that should work.
This is so cool. Like
Why 2 bearings? Hey, David, what's going on?
David.
2 bearings. 2 bearings. I think one of the ideas with 2 bearings was to reduce the play that bearings can have. Did it in the SNEX or the SNEX. I'm not sure. SNECX. It was the some Knife Factory
Yeah, you're right.
collaboration.
Scarfo
That
tape.
one had 2 bearings as well. It's like a puzzle spinner. Hey, what's up, Master Choi? Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. Love to hear it. Yeah, Catla has 2 bearings as well. Interesting.
And the rubble?
Yeah, I think it reduces the bearing play, which is something I really appreciate in spinners. But I have had a couple of those SNECX
No.
Pepiaka spinners. Pepiaka S, I think is what it's called. And 2 bearings, they are incredibly smooth. So it does offer something different, which is cool.
No. It's not coming off very easy. And I don't really want to sit here and mess with how to get it off, pull out my entire toolbox or something like that. But we'll just trust that you guys know what's going on there. So you're saying there's like little prongs in there that hold it to each other, and you basically just
you just need sticky tack.
Yeah,
sticky tack will do it.
I do have sticky tack somewhere. It's just buried in a box or something like that. So
It's not